May Stewart, born into a wealthy Ohio family, she was initially married to George Ely Worthington for 5 years. Subsequently, she wed the affluent William Bateman Leeds, known as the Tin King, in 1900. The couple had a son, William Bateman Leeds Jr. Leeds Sr. tragically passed away in 1908, leaving behind a substantial fortune of $35 million. After settling in France, Mrs. Nancy Leeds became engaged to Prince Christopher of Greece and Denmark in 1914. However, their marriage was postponed due to family opposition and the outbreak of the First World War, leading to the Greek royal family's exile. Eventually, Nancy Leeds and Prince Christopher married in Switzerland in 1920. A year before her only son wed her husband's niece, Princess Zina Georgievna of Russia. Sadly, shortly after her wedding, Princess Nancy was diagnosed with cancer and passed away at the age of 45 in London in 1923. She was laid to rest alongside her parents in New York City. Princess Anastasia of Greece adorned herself with a diamond loop tiara, crafted by Cartier in 1913 during her time as Mrs. Leeds. This exquisite piece features pear-shaped diamonds, totaling 70.16 carats, along with pendant pearls weighing 221 grams. She complemented the tiara with an elegant string of pearls and bracelets. Notably, this tiara bears resemblance to the loop tiara of Grand Duchess Vladimir, currently held by Queen Elizabeth II. The bridal jewelry Princess Anastasia of Greece Denmark, formerly Nancy Leeds, wore included a diamond bandeau, a diamond chain sautoir, and a double bow stomacher. When Princess Anastasia wedded George I of Greece, the total value of her wedding jewels reached an impressive 3,470,000 francs. Notably, among these exquisite pieces was the world's largest cut diamond. Surprisingly, the marriage crown, initially purchased for $2 million, was sold to New York dealer Henry of Cartier's. Nancy Leeds, adorned in her emeralds, became the talk of Paris society with the headline "Mrs. Leeds's Jewels Astonishing Paris," now appraised at $1 million. Mrs. William B. Leeds, with her stunning ensembles and jewelry, captivated Parisian high society, particularly with the recent addition to her remarkable emerald collection. She acquired a magnificent stomacher, complementing the renowned tiara and necklace adorned with these precious stones, purchased from Cartier for $140,000. Experts now estimate Mrs. Leeds's dazzling array of emeralds to be valued well over $1 million. In 1921, Nancy Leeds had her emerald and diamond epaulette reset, merging it with an emerald from a lavalier dating back to 1911. The portrait by Laszlo showcases Mrs. Leeds donning Cartier's lengthy and grand sautoir, the largest emerald necklace, gracefully worn on her left side. In 1926, following her passing, Cartier was tasked by her executors with the sale of her jewelry. Lady de Terding acquired several of her emeralds, while Eva Cromwell Stotesbury purchased her diamond and emerald tiara. In 1927, a comparable ornament, accompanied by a stunning collection of emeralds, adorned Mrs. Ellen Mackay Berlin as a necklace. Cartier once possessed the world's priciest pearl necklace, extending invitations to notable figures such as Edward VII, the German Emperor, and the King of Portugal. This necklace, potentially identical to one documented in Cartier's 1910 archives, comprised 37 pearls totaling 947 grains. Could it be that Mrs. Leeds tendered this necklace as partial payment for the significantly more expensive one she acquired from Cartier in that same year? In 1905, Cartier crafted a tiara for Nancy Leeds featuring an uninterrupted sequence of Louis XV-style garlands, crowned with 7 diamond drops. This design preference was evident in Cartier's choice of ornaments, characterized by either diamond or pearl drops arranged with the narrow end pointing downward, adorning a kokoshnik or a Louis XVI-style garland. She worked as a stenographer. Nancy subsequently drew the interest of William Bateman Leeds, the millionaire in America's tin plate industry. She misrepresented her age in order to wed her initial spouse. The marriage certificate from her first union incorrectly indicates her birth year as 1876, as Ohio law mandated that females must be a minimum of 18 years old to legally marry. She held a deep affection for Cartier and was recognized as a prominent supporter of the prestigious Société Cartier. So much so that Nancy had a dedicated section in the renowned jewelry store named after her. Her wealth served as her ticket to royalty. After a 6-year engagement, the couple celebrated their union in an Orthodox wedding on February 1, 1920, in Switzerland. Just 4 days later, Nancy embraced the Greek Orthodox faith and adopted a new Christian name, Anastasia. She assumed the official title of Her Royal Highness Princess Anastasia of Greece and Denmark. Nancy wept inconsolably when she learned about her son's decision to propose to Princess Xenia of Russia. Allegedly, she shed tears for a continuous 3 days upon discovering that her 19-year-old son had popped the question just 24 hours after their initial meeting. Nancy believed that their youthfulness made them ill-suited for marriage.